our channel. I am Tarnisha.
And I'm Dominique.
In today's video, we'll be doing another sit down, keeping it real with T and D. I feel like we haven't recorded in a while, but we back. We back, baby. We
have recorded.
Yeah, we have. But we back. We're back with a very good topic. I feel like men and women can relate to.
Right.
This is a topic that I know a lot of people need to hear, and a lot of people can engage with this.
So today's topic is going to be soul ties. We're going to be talking about soul ties.
Yes.
But before we get into the video, make sure that you subscribe. Hit that button to subscribe. Make sure that you hit the bell so that
like my sister said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Click the bell notification so you can always be notified when we get videos. You know, you gotta join the family because you're gonna have to, because we're gonna have more spicy stuff. You don't want to miss out, so you got to go ahead and subscribe like right now. But we're gonna get into the video. So like we said, we're gonna be talking about soul ties. And if I'm looking down, I have my phone. We gotta do better. We're gonna get like a little setup, little table or something.
Yeah.
But I have my phone in my hand, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Cause like I'm the type of person, I have to touch it, I have to write things down and touch it and be able to see it. So that's what I'm doing. So basically, this is what I think soul ties is. Just my definition of what I've been through, of what I've seen, and what I've heard. And at the end of the video, we're going to tell y'all to go look at something that we watched that helped us. You know, that Juanita Bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So soul ties are emotional bonds that form an attachment. They may be godly or ungodly, pure or demonic. Soul ties are not necessarily sex or romantic. It could be bondage with family, friends, work, anything. So my definition of soul ties basically is that, but what I want to hit on is when you hear soul ties, you think of sex, and most of it is with sex. And far as sex wise, ladies, you have to be very careful and very selective who you let enter your body. Men too. Men, you shouldn't just want to lay down with any woman, because you don't know what baggage she comes with. Whether people want to admit it or not, a lot of people come with a lot of things.
Yes.
Whether they don't show it or not. And the thing is, you don't want to let anything enter your body. For example, I'm going to give a story. This might be like a little story time. I was talking to this guy, this was a while ago. And when I first met him, you know, he was a different person on the internet than he was behind closed doors. And you know, most dudes, you know, they like to cap and make it seem like they so player, this and that. But it was a whole nother story behind closed doors. So I started to see the real him, like behind closed doors, like he was dealing with a lot of like mental things. And he was like, you know, he used to be like kind of depressed a lot, beating himself down. He basically on the internet, he portrayed himself to be something. Basically, he was like the head honcho of his family. He had all these dudes looking up to him, so he felt like he had to have a certain image to hold. But behind closed doors, he was really messed up in the inside. So we ended up having sex or whatever, and it didn't affect me right then and there. Like after I stopped talking to the dude, maybe like a year later and stuff, I started dealing with these things that I never dealt with before. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm studying, you know, I'm praying, I'm seeking, I'm asking God, you know, anything that's not pure, not right, take it away. And the whole time I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, what is it? Like, I don't think I ever told you about this, but I'm like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? What is the problem? Like, I didn't have no motivation, I didn't have no drive. Like, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It's like the first indication.
Yeah, you know it's not you.
Soul tie or something.
Yeah, because my sister know, like, I love to make people smile, I love to see people happy. Like, I'm a very energetic person, and I was just down and beat myself up, and it was just, I'm not gonna say I was depressed, but I was just in a place where I was just so down on myself. Like, I was critiquing myself about every little thing, and nobody's perfect. So when I thought about it later and later, God came to me and he said, and I noticed everything that guy was dealing with, he imparted it into me when we had sex. And people don't think that it's not
deep into it when you actually thinking about the act of it. But if you actually really think about the act of sex in a man and a woman, you become one when you have sex with somebody. So just like a man, he makes a deposit inside of a woman. So everything that person is dealing with, essentially you become one with that person, and in some type of way you're gonna feel whatever emotions or whatever they're going through. And most of the time you don't even know, you don't even realize, unless you're one of those people like us that's really in tune with yourself. You're really in tune with yourself, and you know how you go about your day and things you do, and you sensibilize like a shift in yourself,
right.
then you know that's an indication like something is not right, and then you can usually kind of figure it out. So that's like the first indication of a soul tie. And sometimes most people don't know that they're in a soul tie, you know, until like she said, like a year later or months later.
Or sometimes it can be instant.
Yeah, sometimes it can be instant.
But my thing is, pay attention to this. Like, it's so deeper than what you think. Like, do you think that this stuff is in the Bible just because, like,
Right.
I know we said we was gonna tell y'all at the end of the video, but we'll tell y'all now. I watch No More Sheets. I encourage everybody, man or female, go watch take an hour out your day. I think it's like an hour. Take an hour out your day, go on YouTube and go to Dr. Juanita Bonham, No More Sheets. This is an old video. And she's speaking on soul ties and how, you know, she had encountered sex with so many men, and she had even when God blessed her, she elevated, she still had a stumble in her walk with God because she wasn't totally released from all these men that imparted themselves inside of her. And ladies and fellas, ladies, always value yourself. Every man don't deserve to get inside of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's a turn off. Like, if I'm talking to a guy, let me bring up sex. Don't you? If you bring it up, I promise you. Anybody that know, look me in my eye. I promise you, it's dead ass. Like, you block. Like, I will block you. Like, that's like the number one turn off thing to me when a dude try to like talk sexual or engage in sex before I present it to him, because a real man is not going to bring that up until you're ready. And if we 2-3 weeks talking in, I don't even agree with that rule like we grown have sex on the first night. No, no, because if you do, that's what happened. You end up with things that this man had. He might have had anxiety, depression, insecure. You end up with all this stuff and you don't really know who the person is. So you really want to know who the person is before you lay down with them. That's period. That should be, everybody should
like
do
a
that.
staple rule.
But some people don't. I know some people tell me like, I don't judge them. You know, hats off to the people that, you know, had a one night stand or don't think that deep. But if you think about it, you have a soul tie somewhere in part of you, and you probably haven't even released it. You probably been figuring out
to release it too.
Yes, it's not an overnight process.
If it's a deep soul tie and it's an unhealthy soul tie, like let's just talk about that. If it's an unhealthy soul tie and it's something that's constantly distracting you or keeping you from your goals or keeping you from God, anything that's keeping you from the alignment that you're supposed to be on is unhealthy, and it's a distraction. And that's just period point blank. And that's what family, friends, we don't want to just talk about like relationships and sex. That's just the main soul tie that I think everyone deals with. Like I said, every time I thought about soul ties, I thought it was always sexual, but it could be family, it could be friends. It's way deeper than just, you know, a sexual activity with somebody. You can be attached to somebody on the internet. Like I noticed a lot of people, like especially females, that that be obsessed with people they never met before. And to me, it's just so weird because I might look at somebody on Instagram like, oh, she cute, she popping, you know what I'm saying, she could dress whatever. But it's some people just go deep and they in their lives and they like, no, she doing this and she doing that. And I'm like, you don't even know this person, and you find yourself attached to that person and going to their page and constantly looking at themselves. And one thing about it is, social media is a glimpse of what people show you. Social media is not people's lives. It's like a 1-second picture, and after that picture, they can go behind closed doors and be sleeping on an air mattress and you don't even know. So you just gotta really be careful about who you look up to and who you're constantly watching. Even like with videos and stuff and YouTube and stuff, like it's so many spiritual attachments, y'all. I think that could be like a whole video just on spiritual attachments. You can literally watch something on TV, and if you constantly watching it, it imparts in your spirit. And if you don't have, if you don't have like a connection with God, you can't fight it by yourself and get rid of it. You won't even notice.
You'll drive yourself crazy, and you'll think it's something wrong with you when it's something that you done picked up on. So you got to be very mindful of what you impart in your spirit. That's music. That's people. That's because that's why I knew that you can have boundaries. Like you can be in bondage with people. Because I'm like I was at that point. Let me tell y'all, like, I'm a Virgo, so all my Virgos know we have a heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? We give more than we receive, and we just like to see people happy, and we just like to motivate people. You know what I'm saying? So I always was that type of person. Like, it got to the point where it literally mentally drained me. Like, everybody called me with their problems. I'm studying, giving them, you know, motivational talk, giving them advice, and then at night, I'm sitting here tripping like, why I feel like this? It's a spirit from them, because I'm constantly feeding into it, talking to it every day. If you feed your spirit with something every day, it will become you. So you got to get to a point where you cut it off. Like, and if that friend or that family member they don't understand it, then oh well. Like I'm at a place now where I'm not finna do nothing that's gonna jeopardize my peace. Like me and my sister is at a very happy, like let me see. This probably like the best happiness I've had in a long time. Like literally, like inside out. Like God have really worked His core with us, and I can't do nothing I can't let nobody sacrifice that. Whether it's family, friends, work, whatever. If it's anything that's getting in line with it, I'm cutting it off. Like period. And everybody should do that. Like you gotta protect your energy. You gotta protect your peace, because at the end of the day, when you're in a room by yourself, it's just you. Nobody, your friends can't come over and sleep with you every night and talk to you. Like it's
people you stalking on social media can't come sleep with you.
And that's like very creepy to me. Like it's okay to be inspired, but it's like people take it to a whole nother level. And my thing is, why you can't put that energy into yourself? Like all that energy that you give to them on their comments all day long, why boost yourself up? Because all women, let's be real, we have insecurities. Every woman has insecurities. But just think about it, if you're on social media 9 times out of the day and you ain't even dealing with yourself, you can be putting some of that energy back in yourself and dealing with your insecurities, because you can get over insecurities.
Because most of the stuff that we insecure about is stuff that you can change. It's literally something like, it could be your weight, you know what I'm saying? It can just be anything. You can whatever. All of that, you can literally change it. And I encourage people, just everything should be done in moderation. And that's what I've been learning. Over these past few months, I've learned everything in moderation, because I found myself watching TV. I was watching Handmaid's Tale, and I literally watched 2 seasons of Handmaid's Tale, and every episode is like an hour. If you break that down, it's how much time went into me sitting there watching it. I was like, wow, all that time that I spent watching that show is something I could have been doing something totally different. So I encourage people to fast from things. I went on a 10-day fast, and it was so powerful. And I might do a video just on that 10-day fast, but in my 10-day fast, I didn't listen to any music. I didn't watch television. I didn't go on social media. I literally just prayed, ate healthy, worked out, and you know what I'm saying, I just didn't engage in anything. And it was so powerful afterwards, because you find yourself picking up on a lot of things. Like if you're watching a certain person or a certain television show for so long, that stuff imparts in you, and you start becoming something that it's not you. You know what I'm saying? It's not yourself, and you don't even realize it. And so, but when I took that time out to just totally disconnect from the world and disconnect from my usual thing, I was able to see who Dominique was, and I was able to say, oh, okay, this is what I really like, and this is what you're not influenced. Yeah, I'm gonna be on it. You're not influenced by other things.
I gotta give you a round of applause, sis, because that's good shit. I mean, you know, if you can sit here and critique yourself and fix it, that's good stuff.
That's powerful.
That's very powerful, because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't talk to themselves and be like, no, you know what, you fucking up. You got so that's good. I'm proud of you.
So thank you, sis. I appreciate it. So I do encourage everybody. It don't have to be 10 days. You know, you can go to God and pray and ask, you know, how many days. You can do a 3-day fast where you just do no social media, no TV. But I encourage y'all to incorporate no TV in there, because it's so powerful. Because a lot of stuff that we watch on TV, it's soul ties. You tied to that TV. You like, oh, I gotta watch this show Monday night at 7:30. You literally arrange your time and block out your schedule to make sure at 7:30 you sit there watching that TV. So the same way that you can do that, it's the same time you can give to your dreams. The same time you can give to God and block stuff out your schedule and make sure that you're doing something productive. Because I'm telling you, that fast was very powerful. And it made me realize a lot of things that I was attached to, I had to break myself from. And once I broke myself from it, it's like now I don't even have to have those things. I watch TV when I want to watch TV. I go on social media when I want to.
And so because we used to be big on TV, like Love and Hip Hop and
like
stuff.
All those shows.
And nothing against nobody that watch it, you know what I'm saying?
We still do every now and then,
but it's like not like we used
like a
to,
regular routine.
Like when it first came out, ATL, everybody shut up, shut down. It's 7 o'clock. But it's like, you know, as you get older and you evolve as a woman, you know, certain things just don't move your spirit no more. So, but my thing, I'm at the point now where if it's not positive, I don't want to see it. Like, I know we're not perfect by a long shot, you know what I'm saying? Not. We love God, we praise God, God is the head of our household, but we young,
we've been through enough.
We still make mistakes, but it's certain stuff I just don't watch no more. Like that stuff just doesn't, it don't do nothing for me no more. I'm just like, bro, this is all drama, it's fake. Like, why am I watching this? Like, and that stuff, them spirits get in your house, you get the tripping and get the hating on the next person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that space. You want to be in a clear head space. Like, you don't, if you going around talking about somebody, hating on somebody all day long, something wrong with you. You need to fix that. You need to tell, when I mean something wrong with you, I don't mean in that way. I mean that you picked up a soul tie.
Yeah.
And it got you doing that, and you're not even aware that you're doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's fix that. Let's talk about it. But we want y'all to put down in the comments, like, what do y'all think soul ties is? Like, what are y'all
what's your definition of soul ties? Have you experienced soul ties? Have you experienced soul ties and didn't know that you experienced soul ties, and now that you know, and what are steps that you're going to take towards, you know, getting rid of that soul tie? Because if, like I said, if it's deep rooted, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that's just going to happen overnight. Like, especially if it's like a relationship or something like that, that's going to be something that you literally have to go cold turkey. Because if you keep engaging in it and you say hi here and hi there, your spirit is never going to depart from it. So you have to get to a place of total isolation sometimes, where you just go cold turkey. Even if it's your parents, like sometimes if it's negativity with your parents, people always think, oh, that's your mom, that's your dad, that's your grandma, that's your cousin, you gotta talk to them, and essentially that's just not true. Just because you're connected by blood, if you are not whole within yourself, you cannot help that individual, and that's just point blank, period. So you have to get to a point sometimes where you just go cold turkey and, you know, don't attach yourself to anything. But soul ties is a big thing, and I think a lot of people experience it and don't know they experience it, or they experience it and don't know how to get rid of. So just make sure that you pray, make sure that you seek God, or whoever you may pray for. We pray to God, so I'm just gonna say Jesus. And just make sure you just find yourself and know who you are and what you're surrounding yourself with. Just take a look around and see, like, the people that you're talking to every day. Just take a mental note of what y'all talking about. If you get off the phone, when you get off the phone, if you don't feel uplifted, if you don't feel motivated, if you don't feel like you're ready to go and spring out and do something different, then you probably won't be talking to those people.
And to be honest, like, my sister's like the only person. Like, don't get me wrong, I have homies, I have associates, but you got to know where to place them at. I know I got that one person that she may be a mall person. I can't go to the mall and talk about business with her because she's not even gonna be in loop. You know what I'm saying? I got a person I can talk to about business. She's my sister. So you need to be able to. We're not saying you don't have to have no friends. Categorize people in the way that they supposed to. If it's business, don't be talking to your club person about business because they're not gonna mix. Don't be talking to your business person about club because they're not gonna mix. You need to line everybody. You need to sit down and line everybody up in your life the way that they need, the area they're supposed to be in. My sister's like, not saying we not gonna get more friends or something, because like right now we're each other friends, but I know we're gonna have a whole team real soon. Like we're gonna have loyal people to us. We're gonna meet new friends besides each other, but they're gonna have to be times 10 with my sister is. If you can't motivate me like my sister do, then we can't be friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need people that's gonna uplift you and call you out on your bluff when you bull crapping. Like,
I think we should do a video about friends. Like a friendship video.
Oh yeah, because we definitely been through a lot of
we can speak on that topic a lot.
So that'll be a separate video.
Yeah, we'll do a separate video on it.
But that just kind of incorporated in.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
I love sitting down talking to you guys.
I do too.
About, because it's
usually
just
reflect too on stuff you've been through.
Because it's usually just me and my sister, and we talk all day long. Like, so it feels good to be able to let it out and talk to somebody else and get somebody else's point of view besides just ours. So like we said, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And if you haven't already, head over to my sister's website. Everything will be down in the description box. It's thestacksthebrand.com. She have 4 different lashes that you can choose from. She have her own personal glue stick, tweezers. It's a very good. It's a care package. You know, everybody need one. Everybody need a pair of Stacks kits on their face. So we thank you guys for the support. Just continue to support us, and we're gonna continue to put out good content for you guys.
Make sure you let us know what you want to see, because a big part of this channel and us growing is knowing what you guys want to see, because y'all are our audience. So make sure you leave us comments. If you don't want to leave a comment, then you can just follow us on social media, which will be listed in the description box, and just send us a message and say, hey, talk about this, or here's like an idea of something to talk about, and we're going to take all of that into account when we do our videos and sit down and stuff. So we just want to thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.